So, what is happening in Trump's camp? So, here I came across an interesting article about the Trump organization. I'll say it in that sense. I know he's not the president. However, he still has a following. A 7 point plan to reinstate Donald Trump as president in days, not years, was handed out at CPAC. So that is the Conservative Political Action Conference. Okay. And so here's Trump. And for those that thought he was gone, he isn't. So, a plan to reinstate Donald Trump as president circulated at the Conservative Political Action Conference. And so, there's also some other articles saying that there was an outlandish plan as well that involved ousting Speaker Nancy Pelosi and replacing her with Trump. And then there's the conspiracy theory that Trump will be reinstated as president is popular among his supporters. And so that has been the talk of the Trump camp. And so this is interesting because he just won't quit, he won't stop, and he won't go away. So attendees of the Conservative Political Action Conference, which is CPAC in Dallas, have been handed cards outlining a 7 point plan to reinstate Donald Trump as president in days, not years. So Forbes reporter Andrew Solender posted an image of this card on Twitter. And so this is probably circulated for those who have been made aware of it. So a CPAC attendee sent him a pic of the card. And so it's all circulating on Twitter amongst those people who are political conservatives and those who aren't, who have taken notice of this. So the 7 point plan to restore Donald Trump in days, not years, which involves installing a Trump as speaker and ousting Biden and Harris. So, which is telling you what times we're living in as well, that people are starting to feel a little more bolder about expressing their position on politics. And so the cards seem to had been made by a group called Patriots Soar, which was not affiliated with the event organizer. And so the outlandish plan involves ousting Nancy Speaker Pelosi and eventually installing Donald Trump in her place. Okay? And so Donald Trump, as a speaker, would then call for a vote to impeach, charge, remove imposters, President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. So as the Speaker of the House is third in line of presidential succession, Trump would then take up the presidency, and again, in this highly improbable scenario. Okay? And so the plan hinges upon Republicans regaining control of the House, which they plan to do by pulling back the curtain on the horror show of the Democratic Party, as they say, causing groups such as the Black Caucus to flip sides, and the card links to a website that elaborates on the madcap scheme to reinstate Trump and claims to have proof connecting the Democrat Party to satanic sacrifices. And so the messaging alludes to popular QAnon-affiliated conspiracy theory that accused the Democratic Party of secret satanic abuse. And a recent study found that around a quarter of Republicans believe that Satan-worshiping pedophiles control the U.S. government. And so the conspiracy theory that Trump will soon be reinstated as president has been popularized by prominent supporters, including MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell and the lawyer Sidney Powell. And so the card also refers to the widely debunked conspiracy theory that the 2020 election was fraudulent, which has been rejected dozens of times in court. And so Insider has previously reported that there is no legal path for Trump to be reinstated. So the CPAC, an annual gathering of the top U.S. conservatives, is taking place in Dallas this weekend. And so Donald Trump is scheduled to speak on Sunday, which is tomorrow. So other speakers include Donald Trump Jr. and the other Trump allies, such as former Homeland Security Chad Wolf and Representative Madison uh, Cawthorn of North Carolina. And so that's pretty much the article. I know these are like commercial products and all that kind of stuff, but yeah. So I thought I would bring this to the forefront that this right here, if you're wondering where Trump is, he is where he is and doing what they do best, trying to still bank on removing people and rolling with those theories. And this card has circulated all on Twitter amongst the people that have been following this. So if you want to look for this, this is Andrew Solender, and he says this is what they had, an attendee of the Conservative Political Action Committee had gave him to show him their fervent efforts in trying to oust Nancy Pelosi and Biden and Harris. So having said that, I thought this was pretty interesting and pretty bold to even consider doing something like this. So yep, you want to know what's going on in Trump's camp? That's what's going on. That's what's going down. So having said that, I'm going to let this video go. Thanks for listening.